Hello everybody, I am BGMin, and welcome back to Destiny 2, the greatest game of all time, of course. I wanted to do another commentary video today, kind of like a video I did a while back. A video I did a while back titled Be Yourself, kind of not really motivational, but more just like real life commentary, you know. It's fun to get on here and like talk about Destiny and stuff, but I guess my main goal with this channel is just to be a place, you know, I can talk about life and play some Destiny. I'm never really sure going into these videos what I want the title to be. I usually decide that, you know, after I'm done editing, you know, after I'm done talking, what I should title the video, because I'm usually, like I said before in my last video, I don't have a script with any of these things. I just go off the top of my head. I've tried to do scripts and stuff in the past, just like even just writing down pointers. I find that I'm like rushing to hit the points instead of just talking. So you know, but I believe the title is either going to be something along the lines of failure in quotes or trust the process in quotes, because that is a topic I want to talk about. You know, it's something that it's talked about a lot recently. I think motivational content has become very popular in the past couple of years. You know, talking about things like you know, like you gotta fail to get to your dream. You gotta fail. Failure's good. Failure's where you learn from your mistakes. Which is true. I agree with that. I think a lot of people maybe don't really get it if you haven't experienced it and you haven't, you know, seen the positives of failing. It may sound a little confusing because, like, oh, failure is bad. Failure, you don't want to fail, right? Failing is never good, right? Nothing good comes out of failing, or so you would think. So I just wanted to get on here and talk about that, as much for myself as for anybody else watching this video, because I come back and I watch these videos for my own benefit, because sometimes you know, I have good ideas at the moment. You're right, you might be on a streak of motivation, you might be feeling good, and then I get on here and I make this video, but then maybe a couple days later I'm not feeling as great. And it's always a reminder to just come back and watch and just remind yourself that it's part of the process, right? You're not always going to be having good days. That's the point, because without the good days, without the bad days, then the good days don't mean anything, right? But anyways, I'm rambling. So failure, I'll tell you why it's a good thing. I'll tell you why everybody should fail, why failing is the path to success and to achieving whatever it is you want to achieve, whether that's your dreams or making the basketball team, which is something I'll talk about in a little bit. A story of mine. And that is because failing teaches you what you need to do differently, because nobody gets it right the first time. It's really a trial and error thing, and that's what I say over and over again to myself more than anything. It's trial and error with anything in life. Any new goal you take on, any new idea you try to pursue, or whatever that might be, I don't know. It's trial and error. And the error part, the trials and errors, those are the failures. When you try something and it doesn't work out, you learn not to do it again, and that's where the growth is. That's where you get better. That is this really slow and like grind and like kind of sucks, because you know, failing sucks. Like in the moment it sucks. Like you try, you're building this video idea up, for example. You have like all these plans for a new video. You got all these images, all these thumbnails created, this perfect script written out, and you're like, wow, this video is gonna be great. It's gonna do awesome. I bet I put so much time and effort. I know this video is gonna do amazing with the algorithm, and then it doesn't. It plateaus at 20 views, for example, which I'm sure any content creator has experienced that, right? You put all this effort into a video just for it to get 20 views, and it sucks. You sit there looking at your YouTube studio, and you're just sitting there and you're thinking, you're like, what did I do? What the fuck? Like, I put so much effort into it, why didn't it do well? And you know, some people, they give up, right? They say it's not worth it. I put that much effort in. I didn't get what I wanted out of it. It's not worth it. But my friend, that's a part of the process. And the ones that don't give up and they look at that and they say, all right, what did I do wrong? What can I do better? All right, my retention wasn't great, so I can maybe I'll throw a better hook in there, right? So I can grab viewers' attentions and they'll watch to the end of the video. Let's say you had like a 2% click-through rate. It's like, all right, I'll work on my thumbnails a little bit better. I'll get better at thumbnails. Then you upload another video. And maybe it doesn't do well either, but you look at it again and you just keep going back and forth. You just keep going and you keep getting better. And eventually that number is going to go up. It's going to take a while, but one day it will go up. But the example I wanted to use in regards to basketball, which is a sport I played growing up. I still play now. I'm not on any teams by any means, but I'll play for fun. You know, I was cut from, I believe I was cut from my 8th grade basketball team, I think. No, I was cut from my 7th grade basketball team, and you know, I was pretty down about it. Right, I got cut. Every kid's upset when they get cut for their team, right? And I remember that summer, you're like, you know, I was determined. I said I'm going to make my 8th grade basketball team because this feeling sucks. I hate that all my friends are playing basketball and I can't play. So I joined this camp. I remember over the summer, a basketball camp. That was supposed to get me better, and it did. It was a great camp, actually. But I remember one of the coaches were great there, and I remember we used to always have to do these dribbling drills, right? As most basketball camps do, if anybody's ever been in a basketball camp, right? They line everybody up like you're in boot camp, and you're fucking doing crossovers between the legs, all these things over and over again to get your handles better. I remember one of the things they used to always tell us while we were dribbling is that if you're not losing the ball, you're not trying. They say if you're not losing the ball, you're not trying hard enough. I remember when I was younger, I was like, well, why the fuck would I want to lose the ball, right? Like, what do you mean? Why would I want to lose the ball? Because then I'm going to lose the ball in the game. That doesn't make sense. And what they mean by that is they're pushing you to fail. They're pushing you to a failure. And the lesson you learn from that is when you're dribbling, it sucks, right? You're going as hard as you can, then you throw the ball, and it goes 30 feet into the fucking bleachers. You gotta go grab the ball, go back in the line, keep going. But eventually, you're gonna get that ball. You're gonna go between the legs at full speed, and you're gonna catch it on the other side, and you're gonna keep going, and you're gonna get it down. And that's what the failure is. You learn how to go at full speed and to be able to pull it off. But it's the ones that stay in the comfort zone where they can easily dribble and they're not losing the ball. Those are the ones that don't grow. They don't get better at dribbling because they're just comfortable dribbling at their speed. You have to push yourself to where you lose the ball to learn how to dribble better. You have to push yourself to your failures to learn how to achieve your dreams and achieve your goals. All right, that's it, boys. Thank you for listening. I will talk to y'all tomorrow.